Hello there. Good morning, good day, good evening, whenever you are listening. My name is Mr. Monts, and it certainly is a good day today. Earlier this weekend, yesterday, at the time of recording this, I had just come back from seeing Captain America Civil War, the latest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I will give my thoughts on that in a minute. It's just that, I've got quite a few things rumbling around my head, and it's mostly going to be talking about that today. At the end of the day, I'm going to round off with a few. You know what? No. First things first. I'm going to talk about the usual weather and sports things. Get that out of the way, because majority of the episode I want to be talking about Captain America: Civil War, but I want to talk about some the usual things that I talk about each week. So might as well talk about that. Let's start with movie releases. Okay, opening up this week. Well, we know one thing that's opening up this week, but I'll talk about that later. First up, a film called Keanu. It's a film made starring the main actors Key and Peele from their famous sketch show, as some people may be aware of, and it's following one of the main actors who during a very recent breakup with his girlfriend has suddenly acquired a cat, which is a very nice addition and is living up his life. Unfortunately, due to circumstances, his cat gets stolen and he's trying to go under a bunch of hijinks to try to find out how to get his cat back. Pretty good, pretty simple, pretty solid, it sounds like. Pretty good film. Also, there's a film out called Ratchet and Clank, which is based on the video game series Ratchet and Clank. Pretty good addition, if I say so myself, but for the look of a trailer, it looks interesting and fun. Might be pretty fun for kids if you want to give it a watch, or maybe if you're fans of the video games, but I really don't know. It's and also video game movies have had a bit of a misstep in recently, so we have no idea what this is going to be like. So we'll just have to wait and see for that one. There's a bunch of other films that's come out this week called Term Life and Mother's Day, neither of which look seriously that good. Ooh, Term Life has Kevin Bacon in it. It's R-rated. Not really sure if that's going to be any good. Mother's Day doesn't really give much. It hasn't really got that much prestige. Let's just race straight through this. We've talked about everything we need to talk about new movie releases, so let's just stop. Okay, that was the quickly summed up movie talk. So now we shall move on to the weather. How is the weather doing? It's been a bit sunny today, but clouds all around. It's going to continue like that for this weekend with some rain, and next week there will be some nice clouds with some sun around. And it seems to be like that throughout the rest of the country. Let's take a look. Maybe in Edinburgh, same. London, same. Okay, so a bit of rain for the next few days, but it's going to have some sunny cloud sunshine, or thereabouts. Okay, now, what's up with sports? The Premier League is going on. Quite a few things. Saturday, Everton versus Bournemouth, Newcastle versus Crystal Palace, Stoke versus Sunderland, Wolford and Aston Villa, West versus West Hampshire, and West Ham United seems to be winning 3-0. There's a World Championship Shelby versus Few, seems to be a snooker match going on. Quite a few bunch of things. Also, the London Marathon happened last week, so congratulations to that. Alright, I've pretty much summed up quite a lot of stuff from this week in just under 4 minutes. So, without further ado, let's move on to the reason why I want to do this podcast now, and the reason why some people are tuning in. And that very reason is to hear my thoughts on the new Captain America Civil War movie that has just been released. And oh boy, we've got a lot to talk about. Just when you think that after last time we went to the cinema to see a superhero film, 'twas Batman vs Superman, which was slowly, honestly, kind of jarring my hopes on superhero films as a whole. That may be giving me the thought that maybe the time has passed of it and it's all just going downhill and people don't really know how to make it properly anymore, how to do it well. How very lucky we are to be able to have Marvel Studios to come in and show us a movie that proves exactly what a new modern superhero film can be. And that is the case with this film. The film centers around main film centers around the Marvel Universe as a whole. While it's focused on Captain America, it's basically going around talking about everything that's going on in the universe at the time. Ever since back in 2008, when Iron Man first started, things have been getting a bit hectic and quite a lot of cataclysmic world-ending events have happened recently. most notably being the Avengers, the falling of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Captain America's Winter Soldier, and most recently was a disaster that was caused in Sokovia due to the events of Age of Ultron. These were a whole bunch of events which the world, and mostly the US government, have been seeing as very dangerous and need to have people responsible to try to minimize casualties, because casualties as to this point have been in the hundreds, as way too many then can count, destroying lots of families' lives. And on opposing two different sides of Sokovia Accords is Iron Man, who's trying to push us forward, trying to amend for all his mistakes that he has done throughout this entire universe, and there have been a lot of mistakes he has made throughout this past, if anybody's been keeping up to date. Then there's also the Captain America side, which he believes in freedom and safety of everyone, and believing that his hands can still be the safest as long as they do try to do the right thing. And signing onto these accords gets rid of their rights giving them their rights to choose, which is very polling opinions, but you can actually understand each side. It's a very serious issue that they keep bringing up, and how it kind of differs between. And that what makes the film interesting is that you understand both sides. You understand why Iron Man is doing the thing that he's doing. And for most of the film, it's like the first half of the film, the whole thing of Captain America versus Iron Man. It's throughout the entire movie that like gets odds with each other, but first half it's not physical confrontation. It's like ideologies battling. Just these scenes with Tony Stark and Steve Rogers sitting in a room talking, battling out these ideas of why they need to do this, and it's great to watch. It's just as engaging as any fight scene, which you can have these characters talking out their ideas and why they're doing this. It's not for some random philosophical ideas of like. It's not some random horse about some possible chance of them being dangerous, so they need to be taken care of quickly. No, it's actual opinions built up over a friendship of years, and it's coming at heads something that's changing the world. And seeing as this is a big event film, we got a whole range of cast of actors, mostly from all the other Avengers movies. We have Don Cheadle returning as War Machine. We also have some other additions like Anthony Mackie, who plays the Falcon, and Scarlett Johansson once again returns as Black Widow. We have some more returning Avengers, such as the Vision, the Scarlet Witch, and then there's who else is there? Oh yeah, that's right. We have some new additions in the mix, coming off the success of his last film. Paul Rudd returns as Ant-Man for a bit, and he definitely has his own spotlight in the shining spotlight in this movie. Hoo boy! And when he makes his appearance, you'll definitely be glad to see why he's here. And also making his grand new appearance in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a big way is the Black Panther himself, T'Challa, played by played. Okay, I can't remember the guy's name. He's new. Chadwick Boseman, that's it. Oh boy, that kind of brain fart for a bit. And he is really good in the movie. He's quite throughout majority of it, and you understand why he's there and what he's doing. Even though we know we'll be getting his film like at the beginning of 2018, we understand at this point of where he comes from and where he stands. He has good motivation as to why he's going after Captain America, but specifically he's going after the Winter Soldier. That's right, Winter Soldier is also in the movie. I should have brought that up when I was saying who was in this movie. And it's like they all have their own good time to shine. It's really great that they have almost like 10 characters on each side of the teams, and all of them have their own time to shine and give them clear motivations as to why they're here, why they're doing what they're doing. It's really, really good. I'm not even getting to the best part of it all. There is and saying that quite a lot of the first half of the film is them talking. While that is true, and it does go on for quite a bit, it's very engaging to watch. But there is no lacking of action set pieces. No siree. The start hits the ground running with a good Avengers rendezvous mission as they go through and battling it out with leftover Hydra agents, which is really good to watch. It has a lot of set pieces, chasing down the Winter Soldier, running through different locations, and then in the middle of the second half of the film is where the Civil War starts to break out. We see the giant superhero fight between both sides, and it is a spectacle to watch, I kid you not. It is definitely worth the price of admission. And what is most certainly worth the price of admission alone, taking all of this out of account, taking out all of the great brilliant actors, taking out all of the brilliant set pieces, the one thing that makes this film absolutely stupendously perfect is Tom Holland as Peter Parker, the Spider-Man. Finally making his introduction, his new formal introduction into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it is the best one yet. I have seen two different iterations of on-screen Spider-Man. There's been Tobey Maguire in the Sam Raimi trilogy, and Andrew Garfield in the Mark Webb dual movies. It was supposed to be a trilogy, but it fell through. And while Tobey Maguire was pretty good, Andrew Garfield had his moments. This is the best version of Spider-Man I've ever seen, and Spider-Man is my absolute childhood hero. He was my favourite superhero growing up, so seeing him as Spider-Man on screen, while it's not for the longest amount of time, he's on there for quite a bit, don't get me wrong, and because he definitely makes himself known, and you will walk away from this movie thinking, my god, that was a great version of Spider-Man, and I can't wait to see his film. It is a great way to introduce him and a great way to understand everything about him. It is perfect. I can't tell you any more about how well it is because you need to see it. There's so much stuff that's happened in this movie that you haven't seen in the trailers. And it's so great because while you can piece together some things that happen in the trailers that'll happen in the movie, it doesn't give all the giant pieces away. It doesn't give away all the absolute best moments. It's got so many. There is one giant action set piece that I cannot describe to you. You need to see it. It is glorious. It is the most thought-provoking, the most engaging, the most action-packed, and just all-around best Marvel film there's been. It's better than both of the Avengers films, which is nuts. And my favourite one previously was either The Avengers or Captain America the Winter Soldier. Avengers was an absolute blast, and Winter Soldier was very thought-provoking and interesting, as well as good action, but yeah, that was the reason why it's the best. This has the element of both, and it is amazing. I'm so happy to have seen it, and I can't wait to see it again. Honestly, I have waited long enough and will need to go see it sometime soon. This has been a great movie, and if you haven't seen it yet, I highly, highly, highly recommend you go watch it, because it is a blast. It is fun. It is glorious. It's everything you need to see in a Marvel movie, and if not just a great movie to watch overall. If you go into this movie not having seen any of the other stuff, trust me, seeing all the other stuff is beneficial, as it is a great payoff to everything. But if you want to go see a good action film, this is a pretty good one to tie into. And they do cover up everything that's happened in the past films in the past. So, yeah. Whew, this has been a long one, folks, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. Thank you all for listening, and just let the music play out now. Have a nice day. Thank you.